Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here. Thank you for checking out this video. And this is going to be my Week 8 update for you guys. Try saying that 3 times fast. For my Marksman Hunter journey here in Season 4. And this is going to start off with, once again, opening my week's vault from the week before. So it's going to be for the Week 7 vault. So we didn't do hardly any raiding. We only killed 3 bosses, so only have 1 hero track item for raid, but then I did finish 4 Mythic Plus at 8 or higher, so there's going to be 2 Myth track items. I'm really hoping to get gloves, for example, or picking up, I think, shoulders. I need shoulders as well to turn into tier, or a belt. I'm still rocking a 515 belt. In fact, I haven't even seen a belt upgrade other than, like, I think week 1, which I didn't pick, because of course not. Anyway, also, before I dive into this and open my vault, there's huge patch notes for beta, for Marksman Hunter, and hunters in general for War Within. I'm going to have those videos talking about that on the beta sometime this week, so I hope you guys will check those out. But I don't know if I'll put links maybe in the description of this video. I'm not sure yet. I'm sure they'll find their way down there. But I do have videos planned, and I will be talking about that, talking about different builds, what I thought about the changes so far, and, you know, just overall War Within, Marksman Hunter, and Hunter stuff in general. Trying out those hero talents, that sort of thing. Alright, so again, I guess it doesn't show me. So I have 3 chances. If nothing else, that does mean I'm going to get tokens, and tokens aren't a bad thing since 6 tokens equals 2 sockets. Alright, oh yeah, and I did socket both of my rings last time, so I can still put one on my helm, and I think belt, and maybe one other piece. I don't remember. Either way, here we go. So I'm going to block just like normal. Let's make sure Marksman Hunter specialization. Excuse me, I just got home from work. And here we go. Alright, so first one up, we have, wow. So the necklet finally makes its appearance. I had 1 shot, and that's off of Volcaros. We are one of the few classes and specs that can proc both halves of it. It's very strong, but it's also a very rare item. This is the first time I've actually ever seen it drop, outside of, I think, 1 time this last time we did a Myrdra. So didn't even see it all of Season 3. But all right, so here we go. The first option is a chest piece, and it's not the chest piece I have on, Fate-bound chainmail. Let me block that real quick. No, it's not, but it's something that's very similar. Just switch the stats. Okay, so not the chest piece, no tertiaries, and oh shoot. Okay. Well, wasn't expecting that. An Iridius fragment, myth track, so that'll be 528 with leech. The first time I'm seeing tertiary on any item. I'm gonna have to pick Iridius fragment. It's one of the highest simming items that you can get on a Marksman Hunter. Yeah, the only downfall is a 3-minute cooldown versus a 2-minute. I'm probably gotta pick the Iridius fragment. I think I'd have a lot of Marksman Hunters that would be mad at me if I didn't and I opted for those tokens. So anyway, it looks like that's what I'm going to be picking. I'm going to post that to my Discord on what's in the box here in just a second. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Best of luck to you at whatever you are doing. Hopefully good things happen to me on my Marksman Hunter. Hopefully we have some really great conversations about beta Marksman Hunter in those videos. And let's go ahead and throw it over to future me and see how our week went. Best of luck to you. And just like that, it's the end of week 8. We made some pretty good progress this week. In fact, my priorities this week obviously was beta, but also to help people get portals and to get Keystone Hero as well. I'm just a little bit off from that, but it was a very good week for us. So my guild did not raid. So I did do a little bit of LFR to make sure I had 3 options on the off chance I ended up getting tokens this next week. But let's go ahead and look real quick. So I did do some keys. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But I did get my item level up to 525, so that's almost maxed out. I still need about 150 or so crests to really finish the build, and I'm actually still using a 515 belt. It does have a socket though. That is one nice thing about it. But I did manage to get that fragment. I don't have it on currently. I'm only using that during like raiding and Mythic Plus currently. But I did purchase my Voice of the Silent Star, which is the Sarkareth cloak. I haven't really noticed too much the lack of stamina, since I am just under 1.3 million right now, and that's thanks to my rings getting buffed tremendously. Just because this one's a 532 item level now, and I did get some. I had some tokens laying around, so I got the tokens for both Seal of Filial Duties and the Seal of Diurnus Chosen. They're not maxed out yet, though, and I still need to buy my Neltharian's Call to Dominance, the Awakened version. So my next purchase is going to be the Neltharian, just because other than that, I don't really have any other purchases to make. But I do really like the Voice of the Silent Star, and I didn't realize it actually whispers to you, which confused the heck out of me throughout the week. But it does give you a huge amount of your highest secondary, and for us, it's amount of secondary, not necessarily the highest percent. So I have 6,100 there, so it looks like it's going to give me an additional amount of crit. Yep. So if I'm using my crit file, which I am currently, I still have it on from the keys we did earlier, it's going to end up giving me crit. Otherwise, it was going to give me haste, believe it or not. So either of those is never a bad thing. But let's see, what else? I have a couple of other items that I still need to get from the vault. I still need some shoulders. I still have 515 shoulders. I haven't pumped those up yet. I still need to get a belt. And then after that, it's just kind of, I guess, gloves too. After that, it's just pretty much filling in and waiting for pre-patch. I might do some mythic raiding. I did find a guild that might bring me along for a little bit, so we'll have to wait and see there. But other than that, we're probably done with raiding, at least with my guild. So looking at our vault, we do have two options, or three technically. I did that again just to make sure I could, for one, get my bullion for the week, but also to get 3 items should I need tokens. We did a couple of 10s, got some portals for Ren. She did a really nice job making sure we got some keys in a little bit earlier this week. We only did 1 tonight. So I have 2 mythic track options. One's going to be 522, the other one's going to be 519, and then of course that token generating potentially raid finder version. But all in all, it was a really fun week. Let me show you this. So I'm just shy of 2,500, and this was the what was it, the Fortified, Incorporeal, and Sanguine week. So I did do a 10 Algathar Academy and 2-chested that, and then we did a 2-chested Uldaman Legacy of Tyr, one of my favorite dungeons for this expansion. And then we did a couple of 8s that we hadn't 2-chested before, so it worked out pretty nicely. I should be able to get to 2,500 this next week, because I believe I still have a 4 Neltharus on the board there for Tyrannical, so I'll be able to clear that up, and then we'll have a bunch of 2,500 or higher players from my guild, since I think Tipsy, Ren, myself, and Zaft are all going to hit 2,500 roughly the same time. But I've really been doing a lot more over on the beta. I'm sure you guys have seen those videos, and if you haven't, be sure and check them out. I just posted a video about my AoE build that I've been working on, doing some tremendous damage. I'm going to have, I did some testing as well. For keys. We only did like 2s or 3s, but we did a 4 or 5 keys. I'm going to have some video of some description that I'm going to be working on this week. Other than that, I'm going to start focusing on single target videos, since I've been doing so much with AoE, which is Marksman's bread and butter right now. And I did just post a video about the tier set. I like the tier set. It does kind of stink that you're going to have to use Arcane Shot or Multi-Shot during your True Shot windows, but at least it's doing damage, and they've already kind of talked about that and tried to have a good workaround with Eagle Talon's True Focus getting a little bit of an addition there. But I hope you guys will check those videos out. But I will continue to do this series at least for a few more weeks, because I am not completely geared. My goal is to try to get my item level to maybe 527, maybe 528, but I'm going to have to get really lucky in my vault, maybe even go past that. But again, I have to get really lucky, but I do have that option since I have so many 535 options. at my disposal thanks to the cloak, the weapon, trinket, ring, you name it. And it doesn't help that I still have that 515 belt. But how are you guys doing in game? Or have you taken a break? Are you still over on Remix? I just need to clear Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar, and then I'm completely done with Remix, other than maybe, you know, leveling a few characters. I've got a Mag'har warrior to now level up, since I did get those tusks of Manoroth. Tusks have been on Greeley for like 2 years now, just in my vault or in my bank. So now I at least got the Mog for them, and then I've got all the mounts purchased, and then I just have a few characters to level, and then I'm just going to be focusing on the Mage Tower. That's kind of what I did tonight. I've been working on getting all my characters geared up enough to do LFR, which means they can get those bullion items that are, some of them are really strong, like Augury, for example, very strong in the Mage Tower. I think I just crested at halfway done with all the Mage Tower encounters, so I hope you guys will check those videos out. They're so much fun to put together. But that's all I've got tonight. No Rosie, no Zelda. They're both in the other room being good girls tonight for a change. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week this coming week. I hope the week 8 into week 9 vault blesses you. I hope you get what you want, and if you're taking a break, I hope you rest up, because War Within is looking a lot of fun, and I can't wait to share more beta videos with you guys. So please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. What are you looking forward to in the beta, and what kind of beta videos would you guys like to see from me here on my channel? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.